This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, verse 28, which is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28 of the apocryphal books of the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, There be spirits that are created for vengeance, within their fury lay on to a stroke, in the time of destruction they pour out in the force and appease of wrath from him that made it. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Shalom, first and foremost, like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Makakadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerity. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this was a sit-down lesson. This is a sit-down lesson from RT.com as of September 28th, 2023. And it reads, it says, Gunman in combat gear goes on a shooting spree in Rotterdam, if I pronounced that right. It says a medical student opened fire at an apartment building at a hospital in the Dutch port city, police say. It says the 32-year-old medical student wearing combat gear has been apprehended by Rotterdam police after allegedly gunning down 3 people at an apartment and a downtown hospital, marking one of the deadliest shootings incidents in a country where such violence is uncommon. The shooting spree began on Thursday afternoon at an apartment building near the suspect's residence, where he shot a 39-year-old woman and a 14-year-old daughter. Police said the woman died at the scene while the girl passed away after being rushed to a hospital. The lone gunman, who wore a bulletproof vest, then shot and killed a 43-year-old professor in a classroom at the Erasmus Medical Center. The Rotterdam police chief, Fred Westerbrecht, told reporters the student allegedly set fires at both crime scenes and was captured by police under the hospital's helipad. Police didn't identify the suspect or offer any speculations on this motive. It says when see this act as a target action, but it requires further research to gain clarity about how and why. Westbeck says Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte posts a statement saying there was a great dismay at the dramatic events in Rotterdam. Rotterdam Mayor Ahmad Abdultalib called the event a black day. It says the shooting led to a chaotic scene in Dutch Port City, including people fleeing the hospital and patients being wheeled off on beds. Other people barricade themselves in rooms at the hospital. Footage posts on social media shows people running and screaming at the sound of a loud bang. Another clip shows a man, possibly the suspect apprehended, being detained by police with his hands cuffed and being behind his back and a blindfold placed over his eyes. And it says the Dutch King William Alexander, Queen Maxima, issued a statement expressing sympathy for family members and friends of the shooting victims. We also think of everybody who lived in fear during these terrible times. They said a shooting last year at a Dutch daycare center for disabled children left 2 people dead and 2 injured in 2011. And a gunman murdered 5 people and wounded 17 people before killing himself at a mall south from Amsterdam. Bring up that Matthew 24 and 12 again. Right along with the 2 Timothy's. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And the definition of iniquity. Iniquity is a noun, immoral or grossly unfair behavior. Iniquity, noun, wickedness, sin. And this is Second Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. And it reads through the Holy Scriptures of Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Definition of perilous. Perilous, adjective, a fool or danger or risk. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article that took place over there at the Dutch port city of Rotterdam. As it says again, it says a gunman in combat gear goes on a shooting spree in Rotterdam. A medical student opened fire at a apartment building and a hospital in the Dutch port city, police say. And I believe the total was like 3 people were killed and the suspect was in custody. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Akarkadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, capital 4 points of globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.